All right, both darkness combo with power type characters. Very nice. Out of the gate. Very nice jump onto the top path. Both of them making it.
By the way, update the overlay. Thanks.
Oh, what happened?
Update the overlay.
Oh, okay, I see. Ooh, running out of air here. Picks up the magnet barrier. Gonna try and see if we can steal up some rings. Goomba in the lead right now, barreling through cars, rounding the corner. We have Jake keeping up on his tail on the turbulence. Ooh, snags the nice level 3. That's gonna give him some nice speed. Ooh, fails to get on the top path this time, unfortunately, but still keeping up a lot of speed due to that level 3. Ooh.
So let me tell you a little bit about these players. So, JakeTheSnake has been an OG. He was one of the first people in this Discord server. He started. Oh wow, he fell out. Wow, that was crazy.
Oof.
Yeah. That's actually a really crazy turbulence glitch. Anyway, but Jake is one of the OGs. He recently just came back to the game and he started grinding this version of our mod. But yeah, he was like, what I can count, when there was like 5 people in this Discord server, he was one of them, and he was with it. He was on the dev team. He took a big break, but he's back now, and he's looking pretty good right now.
Nice to see him again.
Yeah, of course. I was very surprised that he just randomly popped up out of nowhere. He's like, "Hey, Protag, how's it been?" And we just started shooting the stuff again. But
the old veterans coming up out of their out of their hiding places.
Goombafang is another random and unknown relatively, but right now, since it's round 2, we actually see that they defeated Somoli, which was one of the players I played against in the viewer battle, who had
very strong finish.
Yeah. So this could be another interesting set, and yeah, that's the backdrop for both of these players.
Nice little Sonic Riders Discord backstory. We got some lore up in here.
Oh yeah.
With Goomba taking the practice lap. Wow,
yeah, Goomba was he came out the gate very strong. He was barreling through that track. He must have done this 1,000 times before. Who's the antagonist in this lore? That's Protagonist. He's the protagonist and the antagonist. Have you seen this man's BMs? He's disgusting.
Taking a 4th lap on many of his opponents in the viewer.
If you check the Discord and go to the Megalo Station chat, there's a clip, or actually you can check the clips right now. I believe Protag was racing Dr. Eggman, and he did a reverse skip, and he re-lapped his opponent to get the 4th lap, and the BM was too strong. It was disgusting. How do you let this man? Yeah, how do you just go back in the stage? Look at this. Look at this disgusting act.
Oh my god.
This man lines it up, goes back onto the track just to get another lap on his opponent. It was awful. I'm so sorry, Sword Killer. Like, this is just so funny to watch sometimes.
Absolutely disgusting swag strats from
Swag.
live in the building.
And so that's why Protagonist gained the nickname Flextagonist. Yeah, that is some anime villain tier type thing. Oh man.
Marksman Faye in chat asks, the legend had the handling gutted, right?
The legend? No. What the legend does in vanilla is that it gives you auto max charge on tricks. That includes manual ramps. The incredible detriment that it had, though, and the reason why it mostly wasn't viable, is because you didn't get any air from tricks, which in Sonic Riders is your main source of getting air, to be real with you. That and, I would say, like, shortcuts. But we buffed it to have 125% air gain on tricks. You might say, how does default gear compete with that? Well, default gear got a myriad of buffs on its, on its own. Like, 192 top speed, immune to ice, and acceleration increases, things like that. So, yeah. Thoughts on Rouge? Rouge is the fly type middle boost duration character. So Rouge is sort of like an all-rounder of the fly types. Other all-rounders are Amy, and the other one is E10R of the power types. Yes, some skips are illegal, some are not. We actually have a criteria of which skips are legal and which are not. It usually goes by, like, I mean, you know something? It's sort of like the 5-second rule, but you can kind of tell, like, if the skips that bypass more than, like, half the map, those are usually banned. Like, they're pretty safe to say. Like, you can kind of, like, look at video footage of a skip and you can kind of tell. We just want to have the best tournament play experience possible. Oh, they're starting on Babylon Guardian.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be the first race on Babylon Guardian with
Let's see if they attempt.
Jake on Knuckles on the Darkness versus Goomba with Eye on the Darkness. Both of them having a very strong start in the beginning,
Rounding the first
with
corner.
Knuckles having a much stronger start as an early
Ooh,
booster
gets
with
the hit
Eye
on
as
my
the
boy
late booster,
Knuckles.
but gets the hit on Jake. That's going to be a very strong start for him.
Goomba barreling again through the track.
Getting a good ring lead over Jake on his Knuckles. Gonna be hitting that late game spike of level 2 and level 3 on his boost duration.
That is correct. Now rounding
Taking the
the last
corner
one.
with Jake taking the turbulence.
He's tailing him on his turbulence, keeping up. And now they're
Guiding
gonna
Jake
last
along
this
his turbulence, refusing to let him take the jump for the ring.
Rounded that last corner. Now, as kids, that
Both of
last
them
corner, that's what
taking-
turned boys into men.
Both of them taking the turn very.
Gets the
boosting past Jake,
revenge.
but with Jake boosting from behind, landing a solid hit.
Busting through that power type track.
You were Goomba,
once
you
again.
really wanted that boost attack to hit Jake on the way up. Otherwise, Jake can get easy counterattacks just like
That
he
is
did.
correct. And now it's going to be a little bit tougher for Goomba to get that level 2 now that Jake is at level 2.
Now Goomba's suddenly at the ring deficit versus the early booster Knuckles, now at level 2 above Aya.
Jake rounding the corner. And we have Goomba trailing behind.
Making very strange turbulent patterns for his opponent Goomba, trailing behind in his turbulence, getting air back, getting speed. Unfortunately, not taking the corner very sharp. He's going to lose some precious seconds off that.
As they dive into the final lap. And Goomba finally getting the level 2, possibly going to be able to catch up some speed.
Both of them going into the power out. Still, never mind. Jake hitting the big level 3.
Getting that big level 3. That's going to cost Goomba
with
if he
Goomba
does
trailing
not pick
behind on
one up.
level 2, but Ai's level 3 is still stronger than Knuckles. If he can get this level 3 quick enough, he can still make up some of the deficit if he takes some of the turns sharp enough. Jake is taking a very fundamental route.
Trying to trail on that tip. Ooh, falls off. You hate to see it happen.
Goomba taking the fat L on that big final turn.
And it looks
losing
like
all his rings and too much time, leading to Jake taking out the first game, earning his first win.
You hate to see that fall off the track. You lose all your rings. It is very bad to happen late game.
Goomba exhibiting a very strong start in the practice lap, unfortunately cannot pull through in his first real game, losing the first one to Jake. Daviator asks, I was just wondering if there's a wiki or something anywhere. We have an official website.
Yes, we do, with all the tournament rules. And some of the information, though, is a little bit outdated, but we're working on getting that updated for you.
Can we get a link for the Twitch chat to that site?
Yes, I would hope so. And there it is.
Oh, yep. It's getting linked. There you go, Dave.
Jake 1, Goomba nothing.
Past this first neutral stage, every stage is now open.
All Alright, let's see if he can bring it back with a counter pick.
Jake is gonna ban 3. Goomba was playing II on Darkness.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a very vanilla combo. Still works well for for this patch, but that is probably one of the best gear combos in vanilla. So he's just doing what works. And for anyone who doesn't know, Darkness is one of the only gears that has not and will not be changed, because that's actually what we balance around. The vanilla power level of Darkness, we're balancing around this gear, because that was like the standard. High Booster was broken, way better than Darkness, so he actually toned that down a bit. Yeah. When it comes to balance philosophy, it's like, if you can nerf one thing instead of buff everything else, you should probably do that, because it could mess with the game if it's too fast. Some things might not work well, but yeah. Let's head into the game.
Jake and Goomba rolling out with the same Knuckles and II both on Darkness, heading into Sega Carnival.
Sticking into their favorites right now.
Very strong stage for power types because of that first cut corner right out the gate right here.
Boom! Right through the door.
Both of them getting the big ring pickups from the Sama do Amigo minigame.
Ooh, just Jake barely missing the top path.
With Goomba landing the high path, getting some well-needed time over his opponent. He's heading into the second section, just milliseconds before his opponent butts. That's still something.
Now this section right here with the bowling pin is very effective for picking up some air.
Yep, getting the rings from it. Both of them getting the big level 2 from the Monkey Ball minigame.
That's going to help them out quite a bit.
But it's this high path here that'll separate the boys from the men. Goomba hitting it, and Jake hitting it. Both of them
managing to land it.
Jake trailing not too far behind, entering his turbulence to save some air.
Lap 2!
Both of them getting big ring pickups with II on the level 3. This is going to be really
3,
good for II.
This is getting real neck and neck. None of them were giving any of the
Both of them missed the high path. This could have been Goomba's chance to really solidify his lead.
Cost him a little bit.
Unfortunately, Jake hitting the wall, solidifying Goomba's lead over him anyway.
And again,
Goomba suddenly with a very strong lead
booster
over Knuckles. Getting even more rings, confirming his ring lead at 100.
Cap it off at 100 rings. I got
Gonna have to get this high route again to
misses the high route. Jake
while
managing
Jake also misses the high route.
Unfortunate.
It's remaining very neck and neck.
Yeah, one of them, if they had got that, could have
Goomba
capitalized.
hits the dash panel during his boost, loses some speed. With Jake missing the jump, failing to execute the power route too correctly. Both of them hitting the high path though. Jake giving
both
Jake
into the
and
cannon
Goomba
almost at the same
both
time.
right next to each other.
It's anyone's race.
Suddenly become very close.
Oh, gets the hit! That's going to cost
getting
him
the
some time.
big hit,
And
not
falls down
losing
too.
Goomba his level 3 though, but he does drop down, does not get the monkey ball in, but that's not what
Struggling
matters
to boost
anymore.
to keep up once again. We're going to see who
If
caps
Jake
it
gets
out
this
with the high
route,
route.
he will be able to win it. Yeah, and Goomba is not able to follow up, fails the high route, loses his second loss to Jake.
And
Jake will move on.
washes.
Goomba has been knocked out into losers, unfortunately. Very strong start from him. Mid-game hit the level 3 power.
Amazing!
It really was. They were so
was
neck and neck right at
Definitely
the
one of
little,
the best races we've seen out of this
at the
tournament.
rail
so far.
section at the
Very
top
well
of the
played
night
from
section.
Summer Goomba. Also very well played from Jake the returning.
I had a feeling that since they were so neck and neck, as soon as they dropped out of that night section, it was going to be determined right there who got the boost attack first.
That was a good fight, as one would say.
Good fight, good fight.
Goomba fighting the good fight. It was nice to see a newbie with such raw talent compete. Man, if he just learned the meta, oh.
Yeah, he's going to be a
some
strong player
fighting
one
against
day.
boost too. If he had jumped Knuckles boost there,
I'm
he could have
projecting-
boosted into him on his own and lost Knuckles his ring set.
I'm projecting if he practices the mod a little bit and learns some of the skips and the ins and outs of what we've been balancing around, easy top 20 player. Easy.
Goomba's displaying a lot of potential in his first turn. We hope to see him perform well in the losers and hope to see him in the next turn as well.